Good morning, guys, and welcome to my new and updated morning routine. Now having two preschool age kids and an almost 6-month-old. Our morning wake up time is pretty variable with the baby. It's anywhere between 6:30 to even 7:30 a.m., but our mornings consistently look the same. So as you guys saw, little Lily was up a little bit before 6:30 this morning. However, I could not get out of bed myself. I had to rip myself out of bed around 6:30. And once I do get up for the day, I then head into the bathroom and do my normal morning routine, which is just throwing on some sort of comfy outfit, of course, brushing my hair, brushing my teeth, and getting the day going. Once I'm done with that, I then head into the kitchen to prepare everybody's little morning drinks. So for Lily, that is her morning bottle. On this morning, I did run the bottle washer, I think before her last bottle the night before. So the fresh bottles were still sitting in the machine. So I went ahead and took out all of the pieces to get her bottle put together. And then for her formula, we are still using the By Heart's Whole Nutrition Infant Formula. And we have recently transitioned her over to 8 ounces for her morning feed. Like I said, she's almost 6 months old, and with the boys, this was when we transitioned them over to 4 8-ounce bottles. So we have slowly been dipping our toe into bigger bottles for her, and in the morning time, she wakes up the most hungry. So that is why we went ahead and transitioned her morning feed to 8 ounces. Our formula kid was on its last legs, and I thought I was going to have to crack open a new can, so that's why I pulled out 2 formula cans, but I think there was like just enough to make her bottle. But for the By Heart formula, it is 2 ounces of water per scoop, so since she gets 8 ounces of water, she needs 4 scoops of formula. As I mentioned, our morning wake time is pretty variable. It really is dictated by Lily's wake up time. The boys, for well over a year now at this point, their schedule has been pretty consistent. They go down between like 6:45 and 7:15, and they're normally up around 6:45ish in the morning, but they are hitting that age where they like to just like lay in bed and rest in the morning. They don't really itch for me to get them out of bed. So even on the mornings when Lily sleeps a little bit later, the boys will just rest in their room until I go in. And for school mornings, I have to go in their room around 7:15 the latest, just to make sure we can get everything done in the morning. But as you guys saw, we woke up a little bit on the earlier side today, so we definitely had more time this morning to run through our morning routine. So once Lily's bottle was made, I then went ahead to make the boys their chocolate milk in the morning. I cannot remember when we started this or when we transitioned from giving them whole milk to chocolate milk in the morning, but they still get chocolate milk every morning, even now at almost 5 years old. I don't know exactly how much I give them. I kind of just pour until my heart's content into these bottles. But I remember at their 4-year checkup appointment, the pediatrician had said that they kind of slowed down on their weight, their like growth chart in terms of weight. So she told us we can still give them chocolate milk in the morning, whole milk chocolate milk, because it is like a high fat source for them and will help them continue to gain weight. And the boys love it, so they still get chocolate milk every single morning when they wake up, and they need it the second that I walk into their room. If I walk in without it, I see some protests. They are not very happy, so I make sure I have their chocolate milk ready and I enter their room to get them up. I do go ahead and get them up before we get Lily out of her crib, because once I do get her out of her crib, she wants her bottle right then and there. So I typically go into the boys' room, I turn their fan off, I turn their sound machine off, I open up their window, and then we head into the bathroom so that they could use the bathroom in the morning. And then once they're all taken care of, we do head into Lily's room, and they love to go in Lily's room first and wake her up. On this morning, Jack wanted to do something in his room. He told me he needed to fix something in his room, so he went in there while Ben headed upstairs, and he wanted to be the first one to say good morning to Lily. They do love to climb into her crib with her and give her a few kisses and snuggles in the morning. So that is what little Benny is doing here. As you can see, she was a little shell-shocked when I turned the light on. She had to sneeze. It takes her a second to adjust to that. But we go ahead and get her out of her sleep sack, and of course she needs a diaper change, and then after her diaper change, we head downstairs for her to guzzle down her 8 ounces of formula. This morning it was super gray and rainy out, so Jack wanted to grab his iPad and check the weather. No, I don't think that this weather is our weather. They have a bunch of different locations added in their weather app, but he wanted to go ahead and check that. So once Lily was done with her bottle, I then go ahead and put her in her Baby Bjorn bouncer, and I turn on Baby First TV for her. Just because I have so much to get done in the morning, this is what keeps her the happiest and the most content for the longest. She loves her bouncer. So I went ahead and put her in that. I went ahead and put on Baby First, like I said. The boys were obsessed with Baby First when they were little. She seems to really like it. So she gets some TV time in the morning. And once that is on, I go ahead and get breakfast going. So for the boys this morning, they wanted some like microwave pancakes, mini pancakes. So I grabbed those out for them. I think Jack wanted like 3 and Ben wanted 5. They always want like an obscure number of pancakes. But I went ahead and got their breakfast ready as well as my breakfast. I am such a creature of habit. I've been eating 2 slices of cinnamon toast with butter for breakfast, I believe, almost every single day since Lily was born. And like I said, she's almost 6 months old now, but I just love it. So I went ahead and got my breakfast ready. I also made myself a coffee. Jack also requested a cheese stick this morning, so he has a cheese stick on his plate with his pancakes, and like I said, I went ahead and made myself a coffee. I've been diehard for these Chobani creamers ever since I first discovered them, maybe like 2 years ago. I had the like cookie dough one today, and then I just used the normal Stop and Shop cold brew coffee. And then every day for school, Monday through Thursday, all I have to pack the boys is a water bottle. The school does provide lunch for them, and then I'll typically pack them lunch on Fridays as like a special treat, and I pack like, you know, a normal lunch for them. But Monday through Thursday, they do get lunch provided, and there's a whole menu. We order it prior to the start of the week, so that takes that out of my morning routines for most of the week. The like time it would take to make them their lunch. So here I am just filling up their thermos sippy cups with some bottled water and then packing that in their backpacks. At this point, because Lily did wake up on the earlier side, it was only 7:30. We still had close to an hour until we had to leave for school. So I just did some things to kill some time. One of those things I had to do was pick out the boys' outfits, which I give it a valiant effort every day. I pick out a nice outfit for them, but they are hitting the age where they have preferences in what they wear. So although I did pick out, I think like sweatpants and then long sleeve shirts for them, Ben did wind up changing into jeans. I actually think on this day I had laid out jeans for Ben and sweatpants for Jack, but Jack wanted to match his brother and wear jeans, so we did a little outfit switcheroo. I think Ben also switched his shirt on this day, but laying out their outfits is one thing that I do to kill some time. And then of course, after I go ahead and get them dressed and ready for the day, it's time to get myself dressed and ready for the day, which it's nothing crazy. I usually just throw on some form of like leggings, yoga pants, or sweatpants, and then a sweatshirt of some kind since the weather has dropped here and it is a lot chillier. And like I said, on this day, it was a very rainy day, so I made sure that I had a sweatshirt with a hood on. And then since we still had quite a bit of time to kill, Harris had gotten up at this point and started getting ready for the day. I brought Lily upstairs and laid her in my bed, and then the boys just kind of hung out with her and entertained her until nap time. And then we also hung out with Harris and just killed the rest of the time that we had in the morning until we had to pack up and leave for school. Now, if you didn't know, we recently moved back in with our in-laws after living on our own for the last 5 years. So it's been a little bit of adjustment to adjust our schedules not living in our own space. But one of the things that I absolutely love about living with our in-laws is the fact that Lily's nap schedule is virtually untouched and unchanged if I need to leave the house. So in the mornings when she does wake up on the earlier side, she needs to go down for her first nap of the day on the earlier side. So she loves when I count down for her before I put her down in her bed. I love that I'm able to get her down for her first nap in the morning and get her off to sleep, and then take the boys over to school drop off, which their school is extremely close to Harris's parents' house. So that's another thing I love about living here, that our morning commute is essentially 10 minutes, where previously it was close to like 45. So I like that I'm able to put her down. I don't have to rush around with her in the car and try and make it back before she falls asleep. I'm able to put her down and get her off for her nap, and then know that Harris's parents are home with her, and then I can take the boys for morning drop off. So we got little Lily down for her morning nap. It was then time to get our shoes on. So I went ahead and got the boys' shoes on, my shoes on. I double checked to make sure we had backpacks and everything. And then their jackets I do keep in our car because we put them on once we get to school, since they can't wear a puffy jacket in their car seat. That is not safe. So I went ahead and got the boys' shoes on. Like I said, it was raining this morning, so I wanted to go ahead and bring backpacks out to the car so that I could swiftly help the boys get into the car before they got too wet. And at this point, the last thing that I need to get done in the morning is, of course, drop the boys off at school. And then that concludes our little morning routine with having 2 preschool age kids and an almost 6-month-old baby. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.